I mean, I got into journalism because I loved knowing things. I loved being able to access information and learn more. I think that's fundamentally kind of what we do as journalists. And that's been the most fun thing about this job is I get to actually talk to people in the community, learn things about this community that I also live in, which is nice, and then tell stories that matter. My name is Genevieve Smith. I am both a page designer for the Missourian and also a reporter, but primarily a page designer. I like getting the paper out. I think like the actual fundamental news part of this job is really fun. I like getting to work with reporters and do my own reporting to create news and content that's really impactful to our community, and then to work on a team like this to make sure that it gets out in the best way it possibly can. So both, like start to finish, I think I really get both sides of it, and it's fun to see both the news gathering process, but then also spend time on like how can we make this the most accessible, easy to read, all of that for our audience. It's been really cool.
I think that the collaboration, allowing two people or more to like be in a file, is going to be real simpler on the like content creation side. And then I mean, I think that there's some things that are smoothed out in terms of being able to paste stuff in and not, that it kind of comes in just fine. You're not dealing with weird font sizes and stuff. It's generally coming in as normal if you have to paste in from a news release or something that you're grabbing a quote from. In the old legacy blocks, then we were always teaching paste as plain text, paste as plain text. And so to kind of be free of that kind of weight, I think will be huge too. So I think just the simplicity of it too, I think for training purposes is going to be simpler and more intuitive to walk them through what they need to do.
I'm Anna Sago. I'm an assistant city editor at the Missourian. I work with the GA reporters to sort of coach them through putting together daily stories.
So there are lots of times the students are working in collaboration with each other. I think about like last night was the school board meeting, right? So there's two reporters that are there. One is kind of writing quickly to meet our print deadlines, but in the new world, they can both be in that doc, and contributing, and it's not either opening a Google Doc where they can both be in it and then having to transfer everything, but they could be in that at the same time. And the student that's sitting here, the night editor, is able to also watch them write and understand what's going on in the meeting and be able to make edits or add comments as that's being written. I think that's going to be huge.
I do really like the way that comments work on Google Docs, in that there is the text and then the comments are pulled out to the side to where you can see where they're pointing, but they are not in the text themselves. I know like sometimes the inline notes in the old blocks can be a little bit like sticky and they can be hard to get rid of. So I think it could be nice to just have them on their own, so that you can mess with them and work with them without having to worry about like deleting the actual copy itself.
I have an exciting feature for you. If you go to the outline, and then you should be able to at some point highlight some texts, add a comment.
Oh, very cool.
So go ahead and add. You can get rid of this.
Okay, got it.
And then it now exists in Pracht.
Oh, wonderful. And so if this story were published, this would not show up.
It's not showing up. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think especially since we are like a teaching school, there's always a lot of hands on all of our projects, whether they're pages or reporting on stories. So being able to work with the student editors, like actual faculty city editors, other reporters, I think has been really helpful. Even us working on the desk, like we work together. I train students how to use blocks and InDesign and all of that. So having something that kind of works well, since there are so many hands on kind of everything that we do, has been really helpful. Every single night is a satisfaction. I think there's a satisfaction because it's such a team effort to pull off the paper every night. And we do this 5 days a week. And so all of us work together 5 days a week. And so it's that like camaraderie of like working together to get the paper done. And there are times where it's stressful and trying to meet deadline and trying to kind of get everything in. Last night was one of those nights. But it is such a like gratitude and great feeling to be like, okay, we just sat down and for 6 hours and built an entire newspaper. Like that's crazy. That's still crazy.